What is up, Timmy Academy? We are here on Wednesday, September 15th. Yes. It's a very special day. Today is the day I became an uncle. So cheers to that. Cheers to my sister. She just had her first baby about 4 hours ago. Finn is his name. So it's been kind of a cool day. On top of that, awesome news. We grabbed 2 collections today. One was mailed and one was in-state, but I had to drive a couple hours west to pick it up. This is that one. Nothing too crazy. I think we paid about $5,000 for this, but I wanted to record it because there's just some really cool things going on here. Mid-90s collection. The story went that kid, he's 22 years old, something like that. He went to a yard sale and found this collection. I think he paid $100 for it, so that kind of stuff can still happen. I think he said, I don't know if he knew the value of the collection when he bought it, or he just said, here's $100. It's a bunch of Magic cards. There's probably stuff worth money in it. I think the woman's husband died, and she was just selling off some random stuff. So I'm happy to have it. He definitely made a mint on it. The most stunning part about this collection is the condition. For mid-90s cards, it looks like almost everything was sleeved and put in binders. You can tell just by the shine on those. So I'm not going to try not to handle them too much. There were a few condition issues. There's a Sliver Queen in here that I did not know was damaged, but everything's otherwise is in really nice condition, so I'm not too worried about it. This is kind of the bigger stuff. We got some Necropodons, some Vampiric Tutors, and like I said, there's nothing crazy in here, but just some good reserve list staples and just cool stuff. We do have a Mishra's Factory, summer variant from Antiquities, a couple Mana Vaults, 2 revised and 1 4th edition. We did have a few choice foils in here. No reserve list foils or anything like that. And look at that binder ding. That's all too common in 90s collections. Otherwise, the card is near mint. And I'll probably sell it as LP, MP, and just let people know, hey, there's a huge binder ding in it. I think I've actually run into that with this exact card before this Archivist. Cloud of Fairies is beautiful near mint. No binder dings. The surfaces are excellent. Just a really nice card. So that was pretty cool. I'm assuming the kid kept some of the stuff because I found a little smattering of revised. We got a couple duels. But my guess is there was some unlimited and stuff and some of the bigger rares from Exodus and whatnot that he kept. So he definitely made out like a bandit. Got a couple City of Brass, of course, that's Chronicles. Remember, white border. If it's black border with the little scimitar there, that's Arabian Nights. White border with a symbol is Chronicles. We've got some strip mines from 4th edition, Limb Duels. We've got a really nice Earthcraft, and Alurin, Eladamri's, Intuition. And then these Gilded Drakes are just absolutely beautiful. I think one of them had a little bit of wear on it, but for the most part, they are stunning near mint cards. These are probably gradable. I don't know if anyone's grading Urza Saga at the moment. City of Traders again. Here's the Sliver Queen that is problematic. I didn't even notice it was damaged, and my guess is he didn't either. The surface looks great, but there you go. See that water damage? So we'll sell it as damaged. People still buy these. I just sold a damaged one not too long ago. It looks like it's probably double sleeve playable, so no big deal there. We've got a beautiful Grim Monolith. These do not come by often in very good condition. Matt, this one is truly near mint. Matt was busting my balls over the weekend because he was telling me he was crushing me on condition We were looking at a bunch of cards, and he was, I guess I taught him too well. Grade harshly. Grade harshly. We do have a couple duels. Nothing too crazy. The Badlands is LP. All three of these scrublands, when we were there talking, we were saying maybe two of them are MP, but they're all pretty... they're pretty HP, pretty heavily played, especially this one. These two have nice fronts, so I might say MP front, MP HP back. The Volrath Strongholds are a little problematic, but nothing crazy. The Serra's Sanctum is absolutely stunning. The Rollraths, one of them has some like indentations and a little bit of wear, and see that little nonsense up there, so that's probably in the MP category for sure. See those little indentations going across the middle of the card. And this one definitely was in a deck back in the day, lightly played, but still beautiful cards. So that's kind of the big heavy hitters, and then we had a bunch of mid-range stuff. Most of the value in this collection came from the mid-range stuff, but just look at the sides, and it'll be more apparent with a lot of these in here in this particular pile are played, like the Demonic Tutors and such. But I'm just going to take a stack off the top and just look. These are beautiful, and they smell delicious. They smell like the 90s. So we've got just a bunch of random $2 $5 gemstone mines, Doomsday, just all the good stuff from Urza's, and we got a little Palinki Kron, Multanis, Karmic Guides, Deranged Hermit, who spiked recently because of squirrels, a couple Defense of the Heart, reprinted in Mystery Boosters, Crawlspace. I always love that art. So good. Who is that? Douglas Schuler. Of course it is. And we got a couple more foils. These ones are beautiful. Nothing too crazy. We do have another Binder Ding on a foil on Lava Axe, unfortunately. That's a good one. Tainted Aether, Sneak Attack, Lifeline. We're getting into Urza Saga reserve list now. Great Whale and Karn, Gamble, Carpet of Flowers, and all of them Baron. Now we're into Stronghold, Volrath Shapeshifters, Ruinations. I mean, they're beautiful. They're just beautiful, beautiful cards. And then this is the stack that I pulled out from the binders that wasn't on the list. And it's just like a lot of onesie, twosies. Nothing too crazy, or a Silence. But there's multiples of each. Inner Sanctum, I think, was probably the best hit there. Spell Shocks, Price of Progress, Forbids. Just a little stuff. But in near mint condition, a lot of Primal Rages. Near mint condition, the price is higher, of course. So we had one Dream Halls hit. But yeah, again, and I don't want to handle them too much, because there's no oils on these on the sides. Usually cards from this era, you see they're kind of brown and dingy, but these are beautiful, really nice cards. So I was really happy to get this collection in particular. And he said, he was like, a lot of the stuff seems near mint gradable. Some of the big ones aren't near mint, like the Sliver Queen and such, but it doesn't even matter. When I got home and I saw that, I was like, I was a little bummed. But when the rest of the collection is so perfectly, it inflates the value so much that it's really not a big deal, any sort of condition. So then we had some weird stuff in this collection. There's some deck lists from the 90s, red and white extended. I can't quite make out his handwriting, but we got Plateaus here, Scrublands, so that's probably the 3 Scrublands. Floodplain, Mountains, Mishra's Factories, Tormod's Crypt. So that was just cool. I think I'm just going to put this aside with the binders. And then it looks like maybe he was a dealer. It looks like this is a setup for a show. It's a table and, I don't know. High chairs, low chairs, small tongs. What does that say? Small table, booth throw lights, curtain rod holders. I mean, it looks like it was Thursday show setup. Booth on handouts, booth number on handouts. So that was kind of cool. And then there's another one which is a little more readable. This is a deck list, and you see it's Mirage Visions Constructed. So we got Vampiric Tutors and Drain Life, City of Solitude, Natural Balance, Squandered Resources, Land, 4 Underground Seas, 4 Cities, 3 Islands, 11 Swamps, 6 Forests, City of Solitudes, 2 Natural Balance. So he looks like he's working out a deck list here. So that was pretty cool. Just a little history from the 90s. And then there was a lot of this kind of stuff. This probably being one of the cooler ones. Deck box with the Lotus and the Juzam. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. It's in pretty good condition. You know what that is. We've got a ton of these booklets, and all of them are really nice condition. So sometimes people buy them, but we'll probably just wind up giving them out to our regulars and stuff like that. We had a couple old dice and things like that. We had a few signed cards. I'm not sure. Edward Beard Jr., cool signature, signed in gold, and a couple iconic cards, of course, from Visions and not from Legends, or Visions, Chronicles and not from Legends, but super cool. I don't know if that's a rare signature or whatnot. It was just kind of in with it, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a little research and recon on it and see if that's something that people want. And then, always in these 90s collections, I have so many of these at this point. And then there was some oversized Star Wars cards, some sexy Leia right there. Oh yeah, sexy Leia. Yeah. So just some cool ones. Oh yeah. So I was hoping for a Sliver Queen in there. Or is that what? Is it the Sliver Queen that's the oversized? We of course had the necessary box of basic lands. I kind of wish there were more. I love old minty basic lands, and they're in really nice condition. So we got some of those. There'll probably be some, although I didn't see a whole lot of Ice Age, there'll probably be some snow covereds in there. There was a decent amount of foreign cards. So this is Chinese 5th edition starter. Korean 5th edition starter. We actually just sold a couple of these sealed. We got them in a collection from a friend. There is a stack of Korean cards and Chinese cards. Sliver Queen Chinese. That's worth some dough. Nothing else really crazy. We got a fork, Winter Orb, Underworld Dreams. Thank you, Solkanar, and an Adden Oakenshield. So a little bit of Italian legends and whatnot. Then we had these. I have not seen these before, but they're super cool. And I guess there was some sort of promotional card from the Duelist. Some kind of like life counter token things, but never seen them. They're in beautiful condition, so I'll have to do some recon on those too and see what the deal with them is. And then we've got, if you don't know what this is, I wasn't really around. I was too young to really know it back in the day, but I know what it is now. And this thing is complete, but open. So we've got the Wyvern, and it's not there is a magic-backed Wyvern cards or Wyvern-backed magic cards. I forget. There's some misprint, but these are not them. So we've just got a nice, also gem mint Wyvern. So that's pretty cool. They're similar to Magic cards. I think the art's a little on the goofier side. Yeah, but you got your action up here. He's a gold thief. I think there's some sort of, I think that's the cost. I don't know. I haven't I haven't gotten around to it, but kind of cool. Just a part of the 90s, dead card game from the 90s. And then I've seen these so many times in like Rudy videos and stuff, and I've never actually had a pack of them. So I'm very happy to have these Illuminati cards. They're hilarious. 1,000 Points of Light, Censorship. George Bush. We got all kinds of the gun lobby. War Gamers. Switzerland, Brazil, Boy Scouts, tobacco companies, media sensation. Are we having fun yet? Save the Whales, terrorist nukes, which is okay. So yeah, those are hilarious, and my roommate and good friend is going to crack up when he sees those. So those are pretty cool. The last things we have is we have this quick start set, and I've gotten a few of these empty boxes, but this one was actually let me see if I can running out of room here. This one was actually it was full of all the stuff. Now, I don't know if these were printed at a different place or if this is both these decks are misprinted, but they are so vibrant. At first I thought they were alternate 4th edition, but they're not. But they are, the saturation in the color is ridiculous. So I don't know if this was a special printing. It does say on the box, they're all beautiful, near mint condition. I'll probably sell it as such, or I'll just keep it because it's cool. It does say on the box, made in the United States by Shepard Poorman. So it wasn't printed by Cartamundi. So I'm assuming that's the reason for the difference. Kind of cool. Super like blue saturated. And then we have some of these. Whoop. These are arena promos, and I think they were given out not for play use. Okay, I'd like to play Tap 1 Forest. Yep. They're super cool. I've got some of them. If you remember, we got some of the big ones from the collection in New Orleans last year. But Jester's Cap, we got a City of Brass, which is super cool. We got some iconic cards. A big ass Shivan Dragon, and then Juzam. I imagine Juzam goes for a couple bucks. And an Anawan Jaguar, which I already have one of those in this oversized. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's just so cool to see a collection like this from the 90s. This is a true 90s collection where you've got all the random crap, the dice and the oversized cards and the rule booklets, and of course all the sleeves. True collector, he had sleeves in 1996, and they were all these, Ultra Pro first edition big ass sleeves. So they're all dirty, and I threw them all away. But that was the first thing I did, was take all these out of there. But yeah, it's a super cool collection. I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I enjoyed going through it, and just nostalgia and having fun and seeing how someone, collected back in the 90s. This is like, I love coming across collections like this. You'll see another one from earlier today that got shipped that is value-wise higher, but I really enjoyed this one a lot more. So anyway, Timmy Academy, keep grinding, keep hustling. I'll see you next time.